It's 4:44 in the morning. Yeah, it's raining inside the car.
Hi, this is Andy Doe with EmbeddedWorks, and we are honored to have B+B Smartworx as our router partner here at the Mobile World Congress 2017 in San Francisco. I'd like to introduce Don Nees, the sales manager for the product line. And so Don, what makes B+B Smartworx routers differentiated in the market?
I think there's a couple things there, Andy. The one big thing I can tell you, so we have the Smart Flex, and we call it Flex because it's flexible in both a hardware aspect as well as software. So it's built on a Linux platform, so it's open. So for our customers that have that want to put in their own software or make changes to it, they can put in scripting, or they can actually have the SDK.
And that's one of the things I think we were attracted to your product line, that you can access the router, because a lot of the routers are closed systems, and this is kind of somewhat of an open system, all certified with the carriers, and that really is differentiated, right?
So on the hardware side, we're flexible in the case where you can have multiple Ethernet ports, you can put in a switch, you can add PoE if you're going to a point-to-zoom camera. You don't have to have those extra hardware pieces to get into. Even serial, we can bring that in. And then we can start adding B+B itself. Has a lot, going back to the software side, there's a lot of user modules. So if the customer is needed to go Modbus TCP from RTU, we can do that. We can do DMP3. So a lot of those industrial software.
And can you elaborate also? I know a lot of people have been asking about sensors here at the Mobile World Congress. Can you elaborate on how your product line is sensor friendly in terms of being able to hook into all sorts of IOs to trigger conditions and send it to the cloud through your routers? That's
right. So we have two separate gateways there. So we have one is our swarm gateway, which exactly is part of that for the sensor network. So we can take in our wireless mesh sensing platform, and it has Node-RED built into it, so we can push it right to the cloud. Customer can then quickly build their dashboards and do everything. And then if they needed to go up and they wanted to do analytics or something like that, between you and I, we have our partners that we can suggest to them that, if they needed to do something more elaborate, then get off the Node-RED if they needed to do that as well. So,
wonderful.
Quickly build and proof of concepts to test and show the ROI.
And one of the most industrial hardened routers on the market.
Wide temperature, wide power input.
That's great.
So that's right.
Glad to have you part of our team.
Oh no, absolutely. You've been a great benefit to us, and we know for the ecosystem, partners are the most important part.
Great. Thank you, Don.
All right, thanks, Peter.
North America sales manager for OriginGPS, one of the leading GPS module manufacturers. So Brandon, welcome.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, can you give us an idea in terms of what makes Origin differentiated in the market in terms of GPS modules?
Sure thing. So, there's several guys out there making GPS modules. Our claim to fame is miniaturization. So, in any case, compared to any guy out there, we can give the same or better performance in a significantly smaller footprint. Oftentimes 60, 70, 80% smaller.
Wow.
Our key differentiator, in addition to size, is the ability to integrate the high-performance patch antenna on the module itself. So no one else is doing this. It's our patented architecture. It's a place-and-play GPS module. Put it on your host board. The RF is contained in our module. You get position data coming out. So it's the easiest way to add GPS to any embedded design.
And typically you have customers that are integrating some very small wearables, and in terms of size, I think you guys are world class in doing GPS modules. Any kind of off the cuff or unique applications that you've seen where size matters?
So we've got people doing bird tracking devices. So you think about, it's not only size but it's weight.
Okay.
So bird tracking is a very good market for us. Actually, there's a few key customers doing that. Wearable devices, you want to add GPS, you want the extremely small form factor. We get down as small as 4 by 4 millimeters.
Wow. Okay.
Fully integrated, so dual LNA TCXO power management in that 4 by 4 millimeter package. Other applications, whether it's asset tracking, drones love the small size and small weight that our modules can offer. So yeah, across the board, there's very few electronics applications where small size and high performance is not the combination people are looking for.
Right. And I'm also excited that now Origin has done some really unique Arduino board shields, which I think, being here at Mobile World Congress, there's a lot of Arduino folks that are looking to kind of add wireless technologies. Can you explain more about these new Arduino shields that you've recently?
So historically, we've got a full-featured eval board that you plug into a laptop, use a software package. It's great. It gives you a lot of data, but it's not ideal for embedded prototyping, quick-turn proof of concept type things. So what we brought out is a family of Arduino shields with our modules that have embedded antennas on them. Come in several varieties. We're going to launch these to the public in Q4 of this year. It's going to be just a low-cost way for people to add GPS to an Arduino-based design, proof of concept, prototype, low-volume production.
And these are ready with antennas, and there's no extra.
Everything is done. Even have the ability, if you need to, easily integrate this to some other embedded design that maybe isn't even Arduino, right? Because we bring the pins out. So,
right.
Trying to make it as easy and as quick as possible for customers to add GPS to embedded designs, and whether it's making the modules easy to use or making the eval boards, whatever we can do to help.
Exciting. And you've also kind of taken GPS to another level. We have an IoT platform that you're showing here at the show. Can you get into that as well?
Sure thing. So a lot of our customers are adding GPS to cellular-based designs. Just inherently from an electrical engineering perspective, cellular is a high-power, high-noise radio. GPS, on the flip side, is a very highly sensitive receiver. So that's not oftentimes a good mix. So we've helped a number of customers resolve those problems. So we finally decided to do that and make a product out of it. Yeah. So this is what we call Origin IoT. It takes cellular communication, integrates it with a multi-constellation GNSS receiver, SIM card socket, an application processor. What we've done then is put all the software pieces in place to tie cloud communication and a web dashboard here. So what we've made is a demo, and what we've shown is you can prototype an IoT device, any device, in as little as 6 weeks. This is actually the world's first connected baseball.
Nice.
Baseball, it's America's pastime, right? So what we did is we have our IoT platform in here. We made a sensor board that has accelerometer, e-compass, and temperature sensor, and then we added batteries. From that, we've got a web dashboard that can show acceleration, so you can pick up speed on a pitch. Using the e-compass, you can see the curvature of the ball. You also get location. So this is just a demo product, but the idea is getting to market fast. IoT is changing rapidly. We've seen customers spend years on product development. What this platform does is allows them to get a product out in a matter of just a few months. Test the market, be first to market, capture the market. If you want to come along behind and do a cost-down design, we can even help you do that. Take our GPS module and we'll help you in that front too.
You guys are really making IoT easy, so great job.
That's the objective. That is the objective.
Thank you, Brent.
Thanks for having us.
All right, take care. Jesse Cruz, the apps engineer from GlobalSAT, and wanted to introduce you some exciting technology that we're happy to promote. So Jesse, tell us about some of the new stuff that's coming out with LoRa these days that maybe people haven't seen yet.
Great. So we have a new GPS tracker. It's a LoRaWAN, 19 amp hour, long battery life. You can get a few years of battery life with GPS tracking, real time.
Wow.
There's different form factors for different use cases. There's the smaller version. We also have a GPS tracker watch that will have heart rates, fall detection. Think like Fitbit, but with LoRaWAN connectivity.
And what's the application for a watch like that? Typical use?
It could be used for elderly care, senior care, children, people with dementia.
Okay. What kind of range are you getting with this LoRa technology?
Right. Well, it depends on the environment.
Right.
But some places we get up to 10 kilometers.
Wow. Okay.
You know, depending on how dense, how populated, how many buildings.
Right.
We also have different types of sensors.
Yeah.
We have
tell
air
us about
quality,
that. Yep.
CO2.
Right.
We have temperature and humidity as well. Smoke and heat detector for smart homes, smart buildings.
Right.
Also some agriculture type technology. So this is a soil moisture sensor for vineyards. That we're able to save up to 40% water usage and not affect the yield. So they're lowering their overheads.
Right.
Well,
Now, are you noticing that people are using LoRa to replace or complement cellular, backbone technology?
Right.
Or, how does that LoRa work in conjunction with these other technologies?
Right. So you could use LoRa to completely take out cellular,
Okay.
help save costs,
Yeah.
no monthly recurring fees,
Yeah, right.
depending on your setup.
Right.
Or you can use cellular as your backhaul
Okay.
while having a ton of sensors
Yes.
and just one monthly payment for your backhaul.
Love the fact that LoRa is kind of a low battery life. You're saying
Yeah.
these things can operate on years. And
Right.
What kind of update rate are we talking
Right.
about when they ping the sensor data?
Right. So it depends on the type of sensor. GPS consumes a lot of power, so
Right.
you wouldn't expect too
Right.
long, but that's why we have this long battery type.
Amazing. Wow.
But something low power consumption like a CO2 sensor,
Yeah.
you get a few years.
Wow.
1 minute intervals, just
Right.
depends.
Right. No, it's amazing the variety of LoRa products from end to end that you guys
Yeah.
do. So really wonderful. And I, of course, I noticed you guys also, of course, are one of the leaders in the LoRa module. So if you wanted to
Yes.
make your own product, this
Right.
is a good place to start.
Right. So this is our LM533
Okay.
module.
Okay.
It's a 12 by 13 millimeters size. We also have the eval board for it, so you want to do quick testing, integration, you can do it. The great thing about this version, it'll support access to the MCU, so you can write your own
nice.
application on here,
Nice.
not to have additional costs on the MCU externally.
That's wonderful.
great solution.
Great portfolio, great technology, and thanks for your help
Great.
today. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
I have with me DeAndre Ladson, Director of Product Manager, for BEC. So DeAndre, can you tell us about BEC for those who don't know, and in terms of what's new that's really popping these days for the wireless world?
Okay, great. First of all, BEC is a developer and manufacturer of wireless solutions. So those encompasses technologies such as 4G LTE, LTE Advanced, over a number of different applications across multiple different industries. Some of the products that we're targeting today would be some of our outdoor solutions, where at Mobile World Congress today we're demonstrating technologies that support 600 megahertz, that's LTE band 71. There's devices that incorporate LoRaWAN with LTE. Additional solutions that 802.11 AC Wave 2 with LTE, and then also most popular technology, a lot of highlight and focus of Mobile World Congress this year is our CBRS solutions outdoor, 4x4 MIMO type solutions for LTE band 48.
Right. Now it's impressive that you guys actually have kind of the latest technologies where it's not just 4G, but it's 4G in the latest LoRa and 11 AC. Are you finding those technologies to be complemented? How are they used out in the real world, and those two technologies blending together?
Yeah, I think if you look at a lot of the feedback from our customers, customers are looking for a lot of integrated solutions. So not only are you looking for LTE from a wireless WAN technology or even a backhaul, you want to incorporate other technologies. So if you look at LoRaWAN, there's a lot going on in terms of sensor connectivity. So for that particular device, we'll be a gateway collector for all of those sensors, and we can backhaul that either over LTE or also over Ethernet fiber, which is also interface supported on that outdoor solution. For other technologies, there's 802.11 AC, so just imagine a local wireless hotspot in an area where you can't get wireline connection. So you can use that LTE for the WAN connection and create a local 802.11 AC hotspot in that area. So that's how we're really incorporating those solutions together.
Well, thanks, DeAndre. Really great portfolio, and I appreciate it as a partner.
Good. Thank you so much, Andy. Appreciate it.